What's up, guys? Action Bacon here. Welcome back to more deBlob. In the last episode, we got to the Chroma City Fun Park and took out the police station, busted some Radiants out of jail, and were met by a pleasant surprise when we entered, as the opening area was already colorful. And with that, we're going to be proceeding forward. Drastic change of tone. A lot of spike traps. Hey, buddy. Not what I was aiming for. Whoa, hey, buddy. Lot of, that is a lot of leech bots. Why so many leech bots? Anyway, let's see what the professor wants. Alright. More jailbreaking. It's a good thing I took out those leech bots beforehand. Yay, points. Not that I really need them, but... Oh, okay, there's a challenge in there, too. Okay. I decided to try something slightly different with this episode. It's something that, if it worked right, it shouldn't matter to you as a viewer, but it should make the editing process much easier for me. And if this works, I will feel really stupid for having not thought of this earlier. Basically, what I did was, my video recorder has a big record button on the actual piece of equipment itself that works as an alternative to the record button in the recording program. So what I tried doing for this episode was I hit the record button on the... I hit the hardware's record button and my audio recorder's record button simultaneously. So if this works, I should be able to get away with not having to sync the audio by myself, which I've done for every episode up to this point, including the first half of this level. Okay, Bob. Here's the info on the Radiant spies. The Inky forces have quit the fun park, but there are still some defenses remaining. First, we should clean out the ink. Get to the water pump. The professor is waiting. And I will just say, there it is. I will just say, the idea of doing both buttons simultaneously, it may be something that anyone who watches Chugga Conroy might remember him mentioning in, I think it was his Majora's Mask LP that he mentioned that he does this, and that is where I got the idea from. So, if it works, thanks, Emil. Of course, he does it differently. He uses 2 computers, which is why I didn't think to try that, because I only have 1 computer. But, when I remembered that my recorder has a record button of its own, so figured I might as well try it. Now listen, Blob. Our subordinates tried to activate the water pump, but it was too dangerous for them. Blob, Scourge of the Ink. Can you help us again? 50 yellow paint points should do the trick. Scourge of the Ink. That cleans things out. Okay, where the hell does all of that water go? Like, there's kind of a logical flaw there. Actually, okay, no, I see vents. But even still, when you pump a bunch of water, theoretically, you should... never mind. I don't know why I'm arguing with video game logic from a game that came out in, like, 2006. pretty sure this game was a Wii launch title, if I remember correctly. I remember I got it for Christmas the year we got our Wii. The same Wii I still have today. Hey Blob, we found something. This old ride leads out of the factory. The Gradients can use it to escape. Find red and orange and paint them a path to freedom. See, more style. That way, that way, and we get it. What the hell? It just jumped the opposite direction. Okay, come out here, please. Thank you. Hiding in the corner where I can't hit you. Curse intelligent AI. I may need to lose some weight to pull this off. Maybe not. Too chubby. That was close. I mean, it wasn't really a hazard, but still. Transform engine! Not sure where that is, but... Ah, there you are. Take another minute. Oh. I feel like that's not the one I just unlocked. This must be the kids zone. Oh wow, got silver already. Oh, well, I backtracked a little bit. Whoa. Okay, now I have no idea what I'm doing. How to get stuck under there? Okay, I want to go around this way. Over here. That brings me back to the water pump. Now... Oh, that's a lot of income there. That saved me really well. Wait, is there a... There's a 1-up in there. That's an interesting place to put a 1-up. Okay, now, what the hell am I doing? revolution is here. Together we will cast down the tools of our opponents. This inked extractor must be shut down. Sabotage it with 100 red paint points. Use the wind cannon to speed you to victory. Wow! That damaged me a lot faster than I thought it would. Add another death to my death counter. That I don't know what I was trying to say there. Okay, here we go. This is how I want to do it. There we go. Much better. Those spike traps can be a real pain. Was that the great landmark of this level? I think it is. What do you want? Some of the gradient escapees are stranded above. It's too high for us, but maybe you can make it. Get up there and free them. There we go. I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be going right now, to be completely honest. But I found a gate, so that's a good sign. Whoa, this is a trippy area. At last, Blob. Let's put the fun back into the fun park. Release the gradients from their cruel holding cells. There we go. Above is the I have no idea what that word was. What I do know is that is the grand landmark of this level. Pardon me. The factory's dark heart is exposed before us, and the professor is ready to operate. Join him and Artie at once, but the machinery here is still dangerous. The concept of a factory as a setting in, like, an area is, like, for, like, a suspenseful area or, like, a scary area. Factories and, like, areas that are dominated by machinery have always just kind of freaked me out a bit, just because, like, I've always been more scared of machines than, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm scared of machines in general, but like, when they're used intentionally as a form of fear, they're more effective on me than other forms of fear. But just walking around every day, I'm not scared of machines. But I just find them a bit freakier just because they're completely inhuman. They're 100%, yeah, sure, they're developed by humans, but on their own, they have no sense of anything. They're just technology, and as a result, they have no sense of. They aren't sentient at all, and so there's no mercy whatsoever because they'll just they'll do their job, and if something gets in the way, either it will damage them or they'll damage it. Here it is, Blob, the source of all our woos. This centrifuge, there we go. This centrifuge extracts concentrated ink from the unhappiness of gradients. Spinning them around should be fun, not traumatic. Take 50 yellow and 50 blue paint points and restore the good name of Chroma City Fun Park. Continuing off of what I was just saying, though, there was a guy who came to our. I think I did something wrong here. There's a guy who came to our school who he had sorry, he had he had worked on a construction site, and he got like some part of his clothing stuck in a conveyor belt and got like stuck inside a wood chip or something and like destroyed his leg. Says the only reason he survived it all is that his steel-toed boot jammed the machine. But had he been wearing a softer kind of shoe, he probably would have been killed from that. So that just like cements my point. And like that's not even like from a horror movie. That was a real life thing. This was a guy who came to our school and like he had like the synthetic leg. It was completely real, but it just proves like that kind of stuff has always felt like a more efficient way of scaring people, or scaring me anyway, than machine or than like traditional forms of horror. Of course, as much as I say that, it's not going to change what happened when I tried to play SCP Containment Breach. Am I going to make it in time? Really? Ah! That's not how that was supposed to go. Okay. 13 seconds on the clock. Finish it off. Cleared off the last landmarks. And with that, we are done here. So I'm gonna go ahead. Well, you know what happens next. Again with the being too fat thing. Anyway, on that note, I believe we are done here. I'm gonna let these last couple of gradients out. And in the next episode, we're going to be heading to the Ministry of Ink. I'll see you guys next time. This is Atom Bacon, signing off. Oh yeah, we also unlocked Factory Run and Blob Smash.